to Sarah's Table. We had a very lively discussion before we got started, and I feel like you all missed a lot of things as audience members. But some things are secret and sacred to the game table as a group. And I guess really the only way that you're ever going to get to have that experience is if you show up here on Sarah's Table. And once again, I have bamboozled these three lovely people beside me by just sending them a Zoom link and asking them to click on it. One day, I will do more explanation with the Zoom link. Maybe. We don't know. Anyway, hi, I'm Sarah Moore. In case this is your first time here, my pronouns are she, her. I'm going to be your game master today and your host and your favorite person. I'm going to remind you to have some water because it is heating up out there and I guarantee everyone is dehydrated. So we're just gonna have a second. You can do it at home. I encourage you. There you go.
I do whatever Sarah asks me. Click on Zoom links, drink water.
I'll act like this is water.
Oh. Perfect. What are we drinking instead?
That's tasty water.
Wow.
That's acting.
Yeah, it's a great A right there.
Yeah, it's really good when you signal what it was prior to doing it and then do it.
Get that in post. Get in post.
Yeah. We'll just have Jeff edit that out. Nobody needs to know. Yeah, okay. Hi. Listen, I'm going to do a quick safety discussion before we dive into all of the shenanigans that are going to happen, because I think that it is really important as a responsible game master and player at the table and human being to know where everybody's lines and veils are. You want everyone to feel safe and comfortable, to be able to be vulnerable at your table so that you can tell a story together and that they feel like they were taken care of and want to come back. That is my goal at every table that I am at. My lecture is over. Here's what's happening today. Here on Sarah's Table, you will never find sexual violence, violence against children, or withholding food as punishment or starvation. Is there anything else that my players today would like to avoid? Okay. If we wander into something that you discover is not okay with you today for whatever reason, you can either physically throw up an X, it's easy to see, or you can message me privately in the chat on our Zoom here. Or if that's uncomfortable for you, you can also message me privately. You can text me, whatever. And we'll just back up a little bit and turn a different direction. We'll move on. No questions asked. I am not above a mulligan here on Sarah's Table. Okay. How about, before I make you all Mothmen, which is what is going to happen today, that we have you introduce who you are and maybe how you wound up here, aside from clicking the Zoom link, how, or whatever you want. You know what? This is your time. Okay. I'm going to start with Rem. Who are you? What are your pronouns? How did you get here?
I am Rem, and I have she, her pronouns. And I ended up here because last night, Sarah, as a wonderful human being, checked in on me on Facebook, was like, we haven't talked in a while. Are you sane? And I was like, never. Are you sane? She was like, never. And I was like, what can I do to help you? And she goes, come play on Sarah's Table. And I was like, done.
Nailed it.
So, and the timing happened to fit. So here I am.
We did it. All right, Bryan, what about you?
My name is Bryan C.P. Steele. I guess my pronouns are dude, duder. Mm-hmm. I have, I think you got me here. Got me killed in Halo last night. My phone went off and was like, I'm going to send you this Zoom link. And I had to put my controller down long enough, which meant I died. Which was a sad thing, but was sad for a good reason.
Yeah. For future reference, listen, babe, you can wait until a pausing point No. Okay.
It's like your name popping up in my phone is like the bat signal.
Yeah, that's true.
Does Batman wait? Does he leave Commissioner Gordon waiting on that rooftop in the
I mean,
rain?
maybe sometimes,
He does not.
for dramatic purposes, I think maybe he does hang out just a moment to frame the shot, at least.
So next time, what you're saying is when you text me, I'm supposed to frame the shot.
Frame the shot.
Just send you a couple of dots.
No, man, that would mean you'd have to pick up the phone. Listen, I'm just trying to say you don't have to like throw your game, man. That's all I'm saying. Okay, we're moving on. Mallory.
Yep.
Hi, I'm Mallorie Mize. I use she, they pronouns. And last night, while I was in the middle of
did you also die in a video
intrigue. Game? No, I was in a stream of a tabletop game, but it was political intrigue talk. Like, don't worry about it. I was in no risk of death. I got a ping on my Facebook Messenger from Sarah that was like, hey, I would like your beautiful self back at a Sarah's table. Are you free tomorrow? And now here we are.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how the magic happens.
It is.
Magic is literally just like incoming Zoom link.
I like to imagine that we are the only 3 people you asked, and like everyone just jumped to like she doesn't really have to try to get cast.
Yeah,
I mean, you were the first 3 people I asked, and then I asked a couple other people for next week. Like,
that's not how I thought that sentence was going to end.
And then I asked
the first
other
3 people that answered in a positive light.
I was really hoping. What if I had other options and then I didn't? And so obviously, okay. Yeah. Today, we're going to play a game called So You Want to Be a Mothman. Because I know that all 3 of you really want to be a Mothman.
Correct.
Here it is. It is a very short description. It's like 3 sentences long. Just going to read it to you. Every Mothman knows the legend, and they all want to claim it for themselves. The Great Lamp of Point Pleasant. Recently, a brave group of Mothman treasure hunters set out to finally lay eyes on the shining prize. You are one of these thrill seekers. Will you be the one to claim the lamp as your own? Will one of your fellow Mothman grab it first? Are you going to share? We don't know. This is made by LeafRock, and you can get it at leafrock.itch.io. I think it's like by donation. It's like suggested $2 kind of a thing. It is a 1-page. This is it. This is the whole thing. It's got. I don't know if you can call it cute, but it's got a little Mothman up there in the corner. He's probably cute. We like cryptids here on Sarah's Table. The little subtext under it is, all you need to play this game is 3 D6s. But why stop there? Why not bring 100 D6s? Nobody can tell you what to do. You're Mothman. So I don't know how many D6s you all have. Somewhere between 3 and 100, I'm assuming.
Yep. I mean, I've got a good 10 in front of me, but...
Great. But there's
I have
more.
a whole bag.
Wonderful. Just
So
start pouring them out. Let's build our Mothman, friends.
Yeah.
You have 3 stats. Terror, tough, and think. Feels like they're pretty self-explanatory. Terror is using your big red eyes and spooky wings to intimidate others. Tough is how resilient you are. And think is how good you are at scheming and being shifty. You get to assign a 3, a 2, and a 1 to those 3 stats. This is going to make up your dice pool when you are deciding how you are approaching all of your actions. We feel good? Everybody got a 1, a 2, a 3?
Yep.
Okay. Now is the fun part where we get to find out a couple of categories by rolling D6s. And I'm not going to let you have the same one. So if there's a double, I'm going to shift you, or we can do a roll off or something. Okay, so everybody give me a D6 roll. Six. I saw a 6. Rem, your Mothman wears glasses but doesn't need them.
4.
4. Bryan, your Mothman has an extra set of wings. Double wings.
Got a 3.
A 3. Mallory, you are oddly sticky.
I was really hoping for the raccoon in a trench coat one, but you know what? Cool. Great.
Oddly
I love that for me.
Sticky.
Ugly sticky? Great.
Oddly. ODDLY.
Oddly sticky. I was like, I don't know what ugly sticky means, but I'll figure it out. Oddly sticky. There are so many things. I'm from West Virginia. I've been to Point Pleasant so many times. Who knows?
Who knows?
Could be anything.
All right, let's do that was your looks category. Let's do your trait that you have, your personality trait. So give me another D6. Another 6
again, man.
I'm on fire.
Rem, you're sad.
You're just sad.
Just sad.
Just sad.
Bryan, you are smart.
Oh, but my think is so bad.
Well,
That's unfortunate.
You think you're smart?
I think you're smart.
And Mal, what did you get?
I got a 1.
You're brave.
I love that.
Brave and oddly sticky.
Brave and oddly sticky. What a combo.
All right, let's see what your flaw is. Everybody give me another D6. A 2. Rem, you are impatient.
Yep.
A 3.
But what about my character?
Bryan, you are foolish. And Mal?
I rolled a 2 first, but I re-rolled it since we're not doing the same. So I got a 1.
You're greedy.
That's sweet. That'll work.
And then you each have a shiny thing that you carry with you. So give me another D6 and we'll see like your shiny little treasure. A 1. Rem, you have a cool rock.
Oh, that's a 6.
A 6.
It's a shark. What's a 6?
It's a shark. Bryan, you have a mini flashlight.
Ooh, fantastic. Could be very helpful. Daggone it, I rolled what both of you rolled. Hold on, I'll re-roll again. First, I rolled what Rem rolled, and I was like, oh, that's 2 in a row. That's like.
And then you rolled a shark?
We're the same.
I
Weirdly,
did roll
there's
a
no
shark.
shark on any of these, and yet.
And yet, 2 sharks. I got a 4.
You have a souvenir keychain.
I love that. And because I've been there, I know exactly what they look like just in real life.
Okay, so you have all of your stuff written down. We need a name for each of your Mothmen.
Well, it's definitely because I'm smart. I am Aloysius P. Kiddington III.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You can spell that phonetically if you'd like.
Is that how he spells it? Aloysius.
Aloysius P. Kiddington. And the P is P-E-E.
Uh-huh.
P. Kiddington.
E.
The third. T-H-U-R-D.
And are you a he, him?
I'm a they, that.
Say that. Love it. Mal?
I'm just going to go with Seneca because Seneca Falls is a place in West Virginia. It is the very first landmark that came to my brain.
Perfect. And your pronouns?
We'll just stick with she, they.
She, they.
That way.
And Rem?
We're just going to go with Boogie.
Yep.
I love that.
Pronouns?
It is.
Okay. So, you each have an orb, just like a little magic light inside you. You can say that you are spending your orb for a guaranteed success. You can do it once during gameplay. And once it has happened, then it dims and you cannot reuse it. So, the three of you you are friends. You have worked together before. In fact, it has been quite some time that you have been searching for the Great Lamp of Point Pleasant. Weeks and weeks, the three of you as treasure hunters. And you finally have this great lead. You're feeling great about it. Who do you think goes to the convenience store most often, like the 7-Eleven sort of White Hen Pantry kind of quickie mart?
I probably go to the Parmar quite a bit.
Okay. All right. So Seneca, you were walking through and you overheard some hikers, tourists, they're in town, and they were complaining about the truly insane amount of moths that were flocking to this section of the woods, as if drawn by something. And it's really the first time that you've had a break in probably a month and a half. You've just been floundering around, just searching for places. So you've overheard this.
Okay. I'm gonna grab Mountain Dew because there's not a more West Virginia beverage in the world. And I'm
just for my own edification, is it a classic Mountain Dew or is it one of the
Red?
Code Red.
Code Red for sure. And I grab enough for all three of us, and I'll take it back outside. And kind of detail what part of the woods they were talking about, and just kind of be so it seems like a good enough lead. It's kind of the best that we've got or we've had in a very long time, and I'm just kind of getting bored of wandering aimlessly.
Well, you do know that because there are moths, it does not necessarily mean that there are that the lamp is that direction. It could just be a forest fire. They're drawn to that too.
No, for sure, and it could be, but it could also be a light. And like I said, I'm aimlessly wandering. It's not getting us much, and is quite frankly making me run. I can't go get more Code Red in the middle of a random part of the forest, but
your argument is sound.
I take out my and unfold my glasses and put them on, which I do every time I'm trying to be smart.
Mm-hmm.
And go, I'm tired of running around too. Let's take the lead and see what happens. God.
Oh, Boogie.
It's probably a failed lead again, but it's the smart thing to do.
Okay. So the area of the forest that they were talking about, you have to cross a stream, and to get out there, it's either a several hour walk, or you could attempt to hitch a ride. None of you own a car. It's hard as a cryptid to buy property of any kind. So you don't have a car.
Can we fly?
Yes. But you're also in the middle of town.
How much do I look like a person right now? I just walked into a Parmar and got Mountain Dew.
Yeah. This is
the least of their work.
Is there no trench coat action? You're not trying to hide who you are?
I would have on some sort of trench coat, but I didn't know how much in the face, because I can't. Sunglasses will only go so far. You know what I mean? I'm good. We could walk to the edge of town and then fly from there.
Yeah, not to get too heavy into it, but most of the time when you try to buy a vehicle, you have to they do a credit check, and y'all don't have social security numbers.
Oh no, I in no way meant by a car. I just meant flying in the middle of the city. Because I was like, if I look like a Mothman in the middle of the city, me flying seems like the least of everybody's worries because they'd be happy I went away.
Sure. Get out, please.
Yeah.
I understand.
The only Mothman we welcome is the statue with the great butt in the middle of town. I mean, we could definitely go to the edge of town and then fly.
Great.
That would probably work.
Boogie.
It's such a far walk. I have an idea. Can I have terror 3?
Scary.
Could I just walk up to someone in their car and as they scream and run away, take their car?
Sure. Hijacking a car. Let's do it. This is going to be a roll.
Okay.
And definitely terror. Are you using any of your things?
Well, I'll want to put on my glasses that I don't need to drive.
Sure.
I don't think I'm going to use impatient because it's not going to take them long to run away from me. I am going to, as they run away, use sad to go. I'll take that as a compliment. And then also my pet rock goes on the dashboard.
Okay. I will allow you your rock. The sad you specified would be happening after they left. So after it helped. So you have 4.
Okay.
And we are looking for a 4, 5, or 6.
Okay.
So you'll roll it and then tell me your highest number.
Oh wait, how many am I rolling?
You roll 4 d6s.
Oh, 4 d6s. Okay.
Now you told us before the stream started how the system works. Do you want to tell the people at home how the system works?
I was going to use this roll as an example.
I'll shut up.
Jump in the gun, Bryan.
My highest roll was a 6.
Oh, excellent. So we are building dice pools, and then you take your highest number rolled, and if it is a 4, it is you do it with a complication. If it is a 5, it is as intended. You do it. If it is a 6, then you do it with a bonus. And then if it's a 3 or below, then you just fail. So when she was building her dice pool, she had a 3 in terror. She used an extra 1 because of all the weird things that we rolled at the beginning. She was using part of it. And she got her 6. So your bonus is that you got the car, and that the bonus is that they left it running when they ran away.
Yay. Like, who's terrified and goes, hold on, turns off car, puts in park.
So it depends on what state they were in the car. The bonus is that it was a person with a running car that you went up to, as opposed to a person in a parked car. I am pretty
dumb. I would have gone up to someone in a parked car. That's
you know what's cool though? Who's driving?
I have a very good think score. So part of my, unless we're doing tough for this, in which case you should not let me drive this car under any condition.
I tell you what, the tough is going to come into play depending on how good the driving roll is.
Boogie, it's fine. It's fine. There's lots of cars in my family line. I'll take care of this.
Oh, are you going to drive?
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Perfect.
Yeah, you have a 1 in think, huh?
Yep.
Okay. Cool. Are you using anything?
I am foolish, but I'm also smart.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna let you use one of those. Which one? Foolish. Okay. So it's only 2. You need a 4, 5, or a 6.
That would be a 1 and a 5.
A 5. Okay, good work. You did the thing. You know how you all have that one friend who just like their consequences just never seem to catch up, right? Like, how is it possible Why did that work? Shouldn't have worked. But you got in the car. I assume the other two of you got in the car. You got behind the steering wheel and you just like, I don't know, you just started stomping on stuff and managed to get yourself to the edge of town in this car. You didn't hit anything. You definitely rolled through many a stop sign and red light. And there was a lot of honking, which maybe you took as like encouragement that
the white ones, the stop signs with the white outline, those are stoptional.
I see. Mm-hmm. Yeah, obviously. I mean, to you, right?
That's
I'm not going to be able to finish this
told.
game. Sorry.
Uh-oh, the pun machine is here. Okay, so you make it to the edge of town. Listen, you are heading into the forest on the road. I am gonna make you do another. Well, I guess it depends on how you are getting out of the car. It's not stopping. You've built up a good momentum. Are you going to try to stop it with think, or are y'all just going to use tough and jump out as it's rolling? Or a combination of the two?
Yeah, I've seen lots of cars that get parked on the side of the road when they run into something. So yeah, I think we should just jump out.
Okay.
Open your wings and fly.
All right. Everybody who's jumping out of the car, please roll a tough for me.
Would you let me use Brave?
Yes.
I need to keep my pet rock Stoner safe. So I curl around Stoner while my wings flap.
I mean, okay.
You can tell me no. It's okay.
No. You can use it, but like you have given me fodder here, so I will have things that happen.
Be nice to Stoner.
Oh yeah, Stoner will be fine.
Specifically because I want to jump out and not roll, but I want to fly. Can I use my extra wings?
Yes, you may use your extra wings.
I rolled a 6, a 5, and a 2.
Okay.
Additional wings run in the Kiddington family.
Sarah, the last time I was on here, didn't I play a character that was like, I come from a long line of...
Yes. BSers is what it is.
I am going to eat tree.
What did you roll, my dear?
No.
That would be a 1, a 3, and a 3.
Great. Mallory?
I rolled a 6.
Okay. So the two of you, and perhaps it was because you were not in control of this giant mechanical beast, which you don't quite understand because, you usually you're flying. You hop out, you make it to the sides of the road. Unfortunately, Aloysius, you, on your way out, you pushed off of the accelerator as you were trying to get out of the car. And I mean, just like the car really sped up and, and kept going. And you, on the way out, you got kind of snagged on the open window. And so, I mean, if we were looking, camera pulls back, right? And we see our two moth friends pop out and sort of like, they're a little dusty on the side of the road, and then just follow you. And the car, you just like go screaming past. It's just stuck. You are about, before the car slows down, rolls off the road and into a ditch, bringing you with it. You are not hurt. You are very dirty, and I don't know that you will ever hear the end of this. But
I'm sure I'll be fine.
Life may suck, but at least I'm not that guy.
Correct. You've made it to the forest. You know that the area they were talking about is just past the stream. You've been to the stream before.
I checked my flashlight.
Still works.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. You just turned the flashlight on?
Yeah.
Okay. I need my other two friends to give me a think check real quick.
Four.
Okay.
6.
Okay. You're okay. You are not drawn into this light.
I knew exactly where you were going as soon as you asked that, and I was like, oh no.
The complication for you, Boogie, is that like you had a moment of like, ooh, I should go check that. No, that's his flashlight. Same thing happened last week. He made fun of me for I'm not
Amazing.
okay, I'm fine. Everything's fine. You're all fine. You're back to normal. Here we go.
All right.
Heading out into the woods. Who remembers where the stream is?
Stoner.
Oh, we're letting Stoner lead us? Like a dowsing rod?
I don't believe that we should let a rock lead us.
Probably
Where you
not.
think we go next, Stoner?
Give me a think roll. add one for the rock because you believe this is working. 5. Is you believe that the information is coming from the rock,
Mm-hmm.
and you know exactly which direction to go.
That's a good point. It's that way.
Sure. Why not?
You go first.
Yeah.
Okay. But you got to keep up because I'm excited to see where it is. And I start walking really fast because I'm impatient and want to get this resolved.
You head into the woods. Canopy is really dense here. The underbrush is pretty dense as well. It is not like a pleasant stroll. This is the part of the forest that there's not like hiking trails. Like this is just thick forest, thick like fairy tale forest. And as you are heading in, it gets darker, it's cooler. Luckily, you have those big, glowy Mothman eyes. Very easy for you to see. And as you are moving towards the stream, you can hear the stream. A shot rings out.
I jump over the canopy.
Going straight up?
Yep.
Okay. Give me a tough roll. We know how well that worked last time.
A
I believe
4.
in you. 4. Okay. So, yes, but with a complication. So you fly straight up. But on the way up, like there's a lot of branches. Like you weren't dodging well. You just like you got hit like 3 or 4 times, like thwack, 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 before you got a lot of like little leaves and branches and things stuck in you.
Did that on purpose. It was camouflage now.
Little sap in your eyes. It's a little hard to see, but you are above the canopy.
I was jealous of Seneca's stickiness. And
Yeah.
now I am partially sticky.
Do you feel odd?
No.
Oh, well then you
This
haven't
was-
gotten.
You're only halfway there.
You are
This
not
was
on
a
Seneca's
planned
level.
stickiness.
Yeah. You're only halfway there then.
All
But
right.
it is good to live on the sticky side. It's nice.
I'm just gonna hide the branches.
I mean, definitely should be the name of this episode. Is
I think it should be. Quite frankly.
it's good to live on the sticky side. What are the other two of you doing down there?
All right, so I'm going to use my thinky think at 1.
Uh-huh.
And I know that the thing I'm really good at is terror. So when I think like fight or flight, clearly my friend here thinks flight. in
But
more
you
ways than
think
one.
fight.
But I think fight because it's an intimidation tactic for me to be terrifying and make them run away from me, despite the fact that they have a weapon, because I haven't thought that far ahead. So,
Okay.
Brandishing
I think
stoner.
I think this is a terror as opposed to a think. Definitely.
So I'm going to brandish my stoner because he and I are a team.
Of course.
And we're going to run toward the shop.
Great. Just so I know, what is your plan when you get there? Because that is
scary.
Be scary. Okay. Give me that roll. 3 + 1 because you're using the cool rock.
But like if Eeyore was being scary, so it's going to be like,
I mean,
have you seen Blood and Honey yet?
That would be pretty scary, I think.
It's amazing.
I just rolled and I didn't actually collect dice. So 3 for terror, 1 for stoner?
Yep.
Okay. 1156.
1156.
These dice missed me.
Yeah. So you run forward and but you know how in the animal kingdom there are things that like I'm thinking specifically of red pandas, right? Like their whole thing is they're trying to intimidate you. They just like get big. Like,
they're so cute.
And so you like spread your wings out real big. What do your wings look like?
Ooh, they look like bat wings that like almost like gargoyle wings where they're bat shaped, but they can like kind of take more angles. But they're also like, they've got these translucent spots where my wings aren't necessarily damaged, but it looks like they have holes all in them. Like,
sure.
Yeah,
they look raggedy.
Yeah.
But aren't. Yeah. Great. So you have these big wings out and they're big and like, it's a lot. I mean, like if you can think of a person-sized creature with wings that big, like that's pretty intimidating. You got red glowing eyes. You come up on them. What noise are you making? Yeah, horrifying. It is a group of hunters. It is 3 hunters, and the one that you come up all up on, he screams and drops his gun and starts backing up. But the other 2 have their shotguns leveled at you. They were out here hunting deer or whatever, and they found y'all. Seneca, what are you doing?
I think in seeing the hunters, especially with those that still have their guns trained on Boogie, I'm just gonna like fly at full speed to take like their legs out from under them to at least one.
Right.
Just so they have to fall to the ground and drop their gun.
Okay. So I feel like this is a tough roll because you are relying on the fact that this won't injure you to take them out.
We'll see. Can I use Brave with
You can use Brave. Absolutely.
This does feel like a quite brave thing to do. That's a 6. I rolled a 6 and a 4.
Yeah.
It's my little odd duck, my platypus.
I'm gonna say that the bonus that you got was that you took one out, and as he fell, he dropped his gun, and you, my dear, are oddly sticky.
I am oddly sticky.
So you now have a shotgun stuck to your back.
I'll take it.
So 2 are without guns. One is prone. The other one is having a real weird day. It's a real weird day for him. He has not let go of his gun. He's it's starting to be a little shaky now. A little putting it all over. As far as he is concerned, he has just seen monsters just come in and attack his friends. We were just shooting deer, man. Like we were just gonna get some venison for dinner tonight, and then what happened here? What's going on up top, Aloysius?
Well, then I think the scariest thing for me to do is to come crashing through. Everyone loves that sound. Is the through the branches.
Yeah.
With no care to my own personal safety, because it'll just add to my planned stickiness camouflage.
Obviously. So are you thinking tough or terror?
No, I definitely want to try terror.
Right.
You may need me to do tough because of all of the pokey sticks, but that's up to you.
I'm going to have you do terror, and then we'll do a follow-up roll to see what
Okay.
happens with your body.
Okay.
Are you using anything with your terror?
I'm gonna lean on my foolish because you know, I'm not definitely not taking the path of least resistance.
No.
Yeah.
Taking the path of most resistance, I would say.
Man, I love 4s. Almost Yahtzee. So 4.
4 with the complication. So it's yes with the complication. You come in. I'm going to say that your complication is that you have tangled up with Boogie. You come screaming in. All 4 wings out, just like, are you making a noise?
Oh yeah, no, I would be making like a horrible like gibbering screechy noise.
Great. So you come in, it is very scary for a moment. He leaves. He holds onto his gun, but he's out. He's running. And as you come sweeping in, feeling very proud of yourself, like you scared away the last gun, you just like right into Boogie, and the two of you, like ass over tea kettle, just like continue rolling around in the. You know what? Seneca's oddly sticky, and you have rolled into Seneca. The 3 of you are like a little Mothman dumpling right now.
Or like Voltron.
Yeah, and there's a shotgun in the middle of you because it's attached to Seneca's back. It's the weirdest episode of Power Rangers we've ever seen.
So the other 2 have, one of them's on the ground, the other one's have run, or
there are no guns in anyone's hands anymore. There's one hunter prone, one that has like backed way far up, and the third one has taken off.
Okay. I'm gonna try and pry myself from my friends.
Yeah.
Fold up my weird little locust wings and shine my mini flashlight in his eyes so he can't. It's just like I've seen this on cop shows.
Yeah.
Like where are the moths going?
Oh, we're questioning him. This is definitely this is okay. Roll 1 is to disengage. And I think that is a tough roll. If anybody else would like to attempt to also disengage.
I'd like to not be stuck to everybody, and also like the shotgun off my back instead of it just sitting in my
Let's see what the
wing.
dice say, shall we?
Just
Everybody
a shotgun
who's
attached my back for the next 2 hours.
right, and you can't reach it. Really,
It's in like that one awkward spot where it's
right
like,
in the center.
No.
Can't get it. So roll a tough if you're trying to disengage.
2 6s. What is wrong with me today? I never roll this well.
That's great.
I argue that because I'm the one that is oddly sticky, I know how to navigate my own stickiness and how I get stuck to things.
I would definitely say that this would be a hindrance to you. I might take away a dice if you're going to ask.
Well, I already have one, so like,
okay. So
there's not much to take away.
No, so first of all, Boogie, you just like get up. You're just like, all right, just stand up and like step off to the side.
This is fine.
I need to know what happens with Seneca. I need to know what happens with Aloysius. So what did you roll, Aloysius? You got a 5. Okay, so it works. So you get yourself, you like get up, you have to like sort of, you know, like when you're trying to get a toddler off you, right? You're like, God, come, I just want 2 minutes. I just want 2 minutes without you stuck to me. Just 2. And you just like you're able to get Seneca off of you. The problem is that Seneca, you are trying to help by pulling back really hard, and you fly backwards and you are stuck to a tree.
That tracks.
The shotgun is between you and the tree.
course it is.
You're like stuck on the, like, maybe at a weird angle.
Yeah.
Like when you see a moth in a spider's web, like in a strange, like,
Uh-oh.
you're stuck on this tree. And now you wanted to interrogate hunter number 1, and I'm ready. Go ahead and give me a think plus your mini flashlight.
Excellent. Huh. A 4 and a 3.
Okay.
So not great, but okay.
You pulled it off, just with a complication. He is terrified beyond the capacity for rational thought. What is happening here? He's not really like a smart dude to begin with. What are you asking him?
I'm asking him, which directions are the moths going?
So first he's confused, and he like points at the three of you, like here, I think, right, like which way are you go? Right here. Moths here. Don't eat me.
I will look to whichever one of my compatriots is nearby and go, we're on the right trail.
And then he kind of like just like points over his shoulder, like I saw a moth that way. Is that okay with you?
I'll let him up.
Great. I'll leave. I don't just like backs out of the clearing. Does not want to turn his back on you.
That's right. I turned the flashlight off, not realizing that the glowy red eyes are probably scarier than the flashlight.
So much scarier. As soon as you turn the flashlight off, he like yelps and just zips out of there. So both of the hunters are gone. There's one shotgun on the ground. There is one shotgun sandwiched between your friend Seneca and the tree. And no more hunters.
I imagine that my hands are probably weird and squishy, so I don't want to mess with a gun.
Okay. Leaving it.
Yeah.
Okay.
First things first, I just like to get off the tree.
Yeah. Your
Like-
friend's so stuck to a tree currently.
Like, would I love the gun? For sure. But one step at a time, really. Is that another tough roll?
Yeah. I mean, unless I...
Can I assist?
Sure. Yeah, I'm going to say yes. And I think... Okay. How I'm going to... There's no, like, assist rules, but I think what will happen here is I will have you roll your tough first, Bryan. And if you succeed, then Mallorie will have an extra die in her pool.
You are on your own, Mallorie.
That is
Hold on. Before you roll anything.
Oh.
If you do not succeed, then we take one away from her pool.
Then I'm back at a 0 and I am literally stuck to the street forever.
So I'm basically like feet planted on tree, pulling with all of my might, and It is not helping. And I will start hooting for boogie.
So wait,
boogie.
you rolled and it didn't help?
Yeah, I did help.
Okay, so here's what happened. You slipped, and you are now stuck to the front of Seneca.
Well, this is unfortunate.
Remember when I said it was nice to live on the sticky side? I don't think that's true anymore. I don't want to be on the tree. She literally has like tried everything in her might to get off of this tree, and it is not working.
I'm doing my wings are doing the little fly paper.
Yeah, you have more wings, but they are smaller. So they're just like
boogie.
I have a very unique opportunity, and I'm thinking back to what Sarah said at the beginning of this whole thing. So I heard it said that we're on the right track, and there's a chance that I could get to this relic.
I knew.
Without you in the way.
No.
leave them.
They Betrayed.
I'm really dumb anyway and not thinking
Boogie
about
and
any
Stoner.
further complications that could come up down the road. So I'm going to use my impatience to go look for the thing.
Leave it.
Boogie.
Sorry, guys.
Boogie.
We've been
Boogie.
abandoned. Boogie! Stoner, tell Boogie to come help.
We'll come
great.
back for them later once we have the prize.
Excellent. I really feel like this is a really great time for us to take our bio break.
Right.
as Boogie strides confidently off into the forest with her rock that it's chatting to. And Aloysius and Seneca are just stuck to a tree like a little sandwich. I don't know, it's very sticky. I guess it's more like a s'more, right? So we got a tree and a shotgun and a Seneca and then an Aloysius. It's four
things.
It's like when you try to pull the two crackers apart with the marshmallow melted in the middle.
Seneca in this is clearly the marshmallow.
Okay, good. And that makes the shotgun the chocolate.
The chocolate.
Yep.
So I am a gram, and the tree is a gram.
Yes. Yeah.
Perfect. I'm glad we established that.
Anyway,
important.
I really want some
for those of you at
now.
home trying to draw this diagram.
Yeah. I would love for
you to draw the
this.
fan art. Yeah.
if someone at home is feeling great about their art skills, please draw this little s'more.
Mm-hmm.
with Boogie in the background holding
Stoner.
Waving.
Goodbye.
With like just a giant smile on its face because clearly it feels like it's doing the correct thing.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, great. We're gonna be right back. We're gonna go grab ourselves some more water, and maybe a s'more. You can make them in the microwave, and I have all the fixins like feet from me.
I'm coming over.
I don't think I do.
It's gonna be tastier than the one that was just made in our game. And we will be back in a few minutes. Welcome back from the break. Pew, 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 pew. Finger guns seem very appropriate as there is a gun in a sandwich right now. I made s'mores. They're delicious. Probably more delicious than the s'more that is happening currently in our game. When we last left our heroes, one of them had just stomped off into the woods away from the other two who were stuck to a tree with a shotgun. Let me check in with my s'mores friends. What do you want to do?
I have a question.
I can't wait.
Can I once again attempt to get out of this s'mores tree situation? Can I use my orb, since it would guarantee me a success because my tough is tragic?
Yes. You can use your orb.
Great. Then I am apart from everything. I stand alone.
And you get to narrate how that happens. How do you break out of this using that the magic was inside you all along?
I think because I'm like the third layer out on this s'more, right? Because it's tree, shotgun, me, Aloysius. I think that I look at you just like in the eye because that's the way that we're positioned at this point. And just go, it is so lovely to spend time with you, but I'm afraid I'm a little sick of this. And you see this like place in her chest glow like this bright red purple almost. And it slowly radiates out of her chest and through her chest and her back until the stickiness that will always be there, let's be very clear, but for this moment will sort of dry up enough to where it de-sticks her from everything, and they will sort of just land on the ground. You will land as well because you are only attached to me, and the shotgun will fall to the ground, allowing me to finally pick it up, which I've only been trying to do for 30 minutes.
I feel like it's like sugar when you heat it up and it becomes that liquid, but then as it cools off, it gets sticky again. So I think like this has happened to you, and then like as soon as everybody is off of you, as you're cooling back down, magically speaking, your sticky comes right back.
Oh, it's like always there, permanent.
You're like a maple Mothman.
Yeah.
Yes, that's exactly what this is. It is maple syrup, always. Like every once in a while there's honey mixed in there, but like all the time the stickiness, she just smells purely of maple at all times.
I have questions now. Is this like, are you oddly sticky because you produce this, or is it just that you like are always freshly rolled in maple syrup? Like,
I think like as a kid she was always freshly rolled in maple syrup, and it has become such a part of her being now that now she produces
now
it and
she
just
like
excretes
secretes
maple syrup.
Got it.
Like that it is just permanently there now, no matter how much she like washes off or showers, like just permanently.
I get
syrup.
that. I mean, like there are those
the
kids...
honey part though is always her fault of just like getting in honey.
She's poured it on herself. There's always those kids who I like to call have like
secretions,
jam hands. You know how like toddlers have like that sticky jam hands, like fresh out of the bath. Like, how did this happen? Like you were just clean, and yet somehow you found jam, and now your hands. This is. I can very clearly picture Seneca like as a tiny moth child. Just like
teeny tiny moth child, just going to every single tree, getting all the maple syrup out of it, being yelled at by her parents to be like, can you please stop?
I would really love to entreat the artist again, whoever is watching who has art skills. If you could make baby Seneca, moth baby Seneca, just like covered in maple syrup, please. And thank you.
When I do my end of the year roundup and I draw my characters like I do every year, I draw every character that I've played in the past year. When I draw Seneca, she will be covered in maple syrup, I promise. I'll make a note about it in my log.
Yes, I can't wait. All right, you are detached from the tree. I don't think that Boogie has gotten very far from you. It's slow going. So you can't see it currently. Boogie is out of visual range, but like you can hear it crashing along.
Do you think we should follow Stoner?
That begs the question, do we think Stoner knows where the lamp is? Because Boogie is definitely listening to Stoner. So do we think a rock has the intelligence to know where a lamp is?
It is a shiny rock.
It is a shiny rock. Shiny rocks do tend to be smarter than not shiny rocks.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is a well-known fact that the term "dull as a stone" came from the actual shine or lack thereof. So I think a shiny rock is definitely smarter than a dull rock.
I mean, if all else fails, it means that we get to it at the same time Boogie does and not let Boogie find it on their own. Yeah, let's go that way.
I like the cut of your jib.
Thanks.
All right. I would like everybody to do either a tough or a think check. You can decide, and it's depending on the approach. If you are trying to use your wits to like find a path that is easier to walk through, or if you're just relying on your body to just shove your way through, that's a tough one.
I also have a question.
Yes.
Might I add greedy because I don't want Boogie to have it by themselves?
Absolutely.
Might I add impatient?
Also, yes.
And can I also have brave? Perhaps. It's a harder sell, and I know that. And I absolutely...
This doesn't feel like a bravery
no.
situation. Yeah.
I tried.
I have nothing to add.
I'm going to add nothing. I would like to add.
nothing.
I'm going to actively take dice away from myself. I want to fail.
6, 6, 5, and 2.
Whoa.
I only got one shark.
That's still a shark.
That's still a shark.
Yep.
And
I think a shark is the important part.
Boogie, what did you roll?
5.
5. Okay, so you are which way did you try to do? Tough or think?
Tough.
Tough. Yeah. So you're just crashing through the underbrush. Just maybe even talking to yourself. You're making a lot of noise. You're making good progress, but it
Almost
is
there. We're almost there, Stoner.
really loud. And did the other two? Did you use tough or think?
I used to think.
Okay. so Aloysius also stomping through the underbrush afterwards. While Seneca is just like weaving a little bit to not have to run into all of the brambles and things, just step a little serpentine. The other two of you are going. So you have caught up to be able to see Boogie. And you can, all three of you now can see the stream. And on the other side of the stream is a lot of moths. Like maybe more moths than you've ever seen in your life. They're not moth men. They're regular moths, but there's like thousands of them.
There was a treasure. That's where it would be, Stoner.
Stoner agrees with you.
Well,
Can I jump the stream?
It's okay. A little larger than jumpable.
But it is flyable.
I forgot I have wings.
Perfect.
Jump flat land.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I would love to see if you're all doing that. I would love to see how graceful this dip across the river is. Feels like a tough.
I'm actually not going across.
Not going across.
I'm going up to where the moths are because for obvious reasons, I hate to moth-splain to you guys, but that if I eat a bunch of little moths, I will become faster. That's how I got my big wings, is my family eats little moths.
I thought the moths were across the stream.
They are.
They are. I'm going up with them.
You're not trying to land on the other side.
I'm not going to land.
Gotcha.
I'm going to take advantage of my additional wing action and try and eat some moths on the way to the thing.
Mm-hmm. That is a
Checks
thing
out.
for you.
Thing? God, that's terrible.
I know, but like this is a very specific plan. Like,
no, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, sometimes I'm smarter than I'm not.
That's fair.
I got a 5 and a 3 on my touch.
Mothsplained, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
You got a 5 and a 3. You make it across easily after your momentary, oh no, how will I ever get across this? Oh, right, I have wings. And then you just go across. You fly up into very fast. You, Aloysius, just flies into the middle of this swarm of moths. And I guess eats some of them.
I do the thing you're not supposed to do when you go through a bug swarm and open your mouth.
Open your mouth. All right. Yeah. You've made it there. I'm going to have you do a roll in just a moment for something else. But first, I'm going to check to see what's going on with Seneca.
No, nothing.
What were you trying to do?
I was trying to get over the stream in some sort of fashion.
Yeah.
But when you said tough, I immediately was like, well, this isn't going to go well. And then I rolled a 2. So I was right.
Okay. So Seneca misjudged the length, the width of the stream and is in the water.
Upsetting.
Currently.
Now you're sticky and wet.
Sticky and wet.
Maybe that's a Poison album.
Real quick, right? I think it was White Snake, actually. Real quick though, Aloysius, I need you to roll me a tough.
A 5.
Okay.
And a 2.
You are eating a lot of moths.
Awesome.
I don't know that they're going to do anything to you, but they're not choking you currently.
I believe deeply in the heart of my hearts is that more moth equals better Mothman.
That's great. You are having this snack. It's maybe.
Sorry, I just had an image of Popeye with the spinach.
Yeah.
But Aloysius with the
moths. A whole bunch of them. They're a little nutty in flavor. Crunchy. It's I don't know how I feel about this. This feels a little, I don't know, wrong. It's like a chicken eating fried chicken. I don't know how to deal with this.
I'm okay. I can be cannibalistic. I'm all right.
That's fair. There's not a thing to roll on here for that, but I'm with you, and you feel great about it, and I am supportive. You're hanging out up there.
Decisions.
I support your decisions and will not judge you for them. Okay. Seneca's in the stream. How do you feel about that, Boogie? I would say that Aloysius, you can't see that because you're just surrounded by moths currently.
I'm growing in power as we speak.
I mean, things are definitely happening, but
I'm feeling pretty for as sad as I normally am, I'm feeling pretty pleased and confident with myself that while Seneca may have the brains of the trio, look what it's done for them. So
wow. That's cold.
I'm feeling like brawn all the way.
Yeah, all right.
And terror.
So we're leaving her thrashing around in the stream.
Yep. I'm looking for the relic.
Heading forward. All right. How are you searching for it?
Well, I'm going to put on my glasses that I don't need.
Sure.
And I'm going to just start sprinting through all of the moths.
Mm-hmm.
and doing like a search of like, I'll do a lap of the land I'm on or whatever in this cloud of moths, and then kind of spiral thinner if I need to.
Okay. I think this feels like a tough, because you are sprinting through moths
with my glasses.
Yeah. Okay. We'll use your glasses. They give you, it's like a placebo effect, right? Like you feel like the glasses are helping. And perhaps the glasses are keeping your eyes clear so that you're not getting hit in the eyeballs by moths. That's not what you think they're doing.
Who's
but
the
that
one
is
with the
what
big
they're
brain?
doing.
I have a 3, 4, and 5.
Okay, great. As intended, is your highest one is a 5. So you are sprinting through. You're able to see because your glasses are like sloughing off the moths. They are blanketing you everywhere else. You're sort of covered in them now. So far, you have not found it, but you are going to continue your spiral, and then I'm going to check back in with what's going on with you, Seneca.
A bad day.
Yeah, we're having a day.
She's like doing that thing. Like, have you ever seen like one of those survival shows, and the people are like, "I don't want to be in the water," and they like do that big trudge through. That's like very much, I am upset that I'm wet and I don't want to do this. That is what you see currently happening.
Great. Great.
She's trying to essentially get to the edge so she can fly out a little bit better, because I assume she landed in like the slightly deeper part, not like super deep or anything.
Yeah.
But if she can get herself to fly out, or if she really has to and can't get like the best the best flight from being sopping wet and having sopping wet wings now.
Yeah.
To be able to pull herself onto shore. Because she's just sort of tired of all of the bad.
It's really tiring.
It's been a tiring day for Seneca. She just wanted her Code Red Mountain Dew and to go find a lamp, and that is not going great.
Yeah. All right. Well, I hate to do this to you, but you know what kind of
Yeah, I figured.
I
built the wrong character. Like, think was not where I should.
Or was it the correct character? That's what I want to know.
Okay, I will do the.
Can you use anything?
If I can make it to the shoreline, could I use my oddly stickiness to like be able to pull myself up? It gives me a bit better leverage.
Yeah, you could be sticky. We have established that this is the kind of sticky that like would go away with heat as opposed to water. Yeah. So that's maybe even something that you can like, if you can reach the bottom, that you can like sort of use it to grip on better. So you can have an extra dice. For
Sweet.
Sure.
I'll take it. Let's hope 2 is enough. You know, I would love to say that Seneca's having a better day, but she's not, because I rolled a 1 and a 3. And I don't know what I've done to my dice. I don't know why all of a sudden nothing likes me anymore. But yeah, she's just like in the water. She's kind of deciding that like she maybe shouldn't have this lamp. Maybe this is the universe telling her like
maybe she doesn't want the lamp. Well, I also have to tell you that you are being swept downstream.
Is there a way? Can I spend my orb to help them?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Because at this point,
if you swoop out of the moth cloud, you can see that she's just like spinning and just
well, the long-standing Kiddington family of Mothmen, I can't have a moth casualty on my conscience.
Yeah.
Because
no
Aloysius P. Kiddington III Jr. would, in fact, never let me live it down. I've got larvae at home. A lot
of them.
Yeah. So with my newly invigorated moth magic, I will spend my orb to swoop down and snag the oddly sticky Sacker and Seneca out of the river, which is not a stream, by the way. If they're sweeping, this is a river. And plant her.
It wasn't
solidly.
Originally a river, but the dice told me.
And now it is.
The sheer number of 1 through 3s have turned this stream into a river.
And then there was some sort of weird flood from up the mountains. Yeah. So you've picked Seneca up. Are you dropping her on the shore? Are you putting them are you keeping them up near the moths? What's happening?
They are. I'm going to put her on the shore.
Great.
And then kind of like swoop towards where.
Going back in.
Well, no. Now I'm fully mouthed up. It is time. I'm on crystal moth.
Moth-amphetamines? Is that what we're on?
Moth-amphetamines,
sure.
yeah. And we're trying to find where Stoner is obviously leading Boogie, because at this point I'm not after Boogie, I'm following Stoner.
Right.
I think now that I am safe, I will fly after you all too.
Great. You may either use tough or think, depending on how you are planning on going in. I have a feeling I know what Mallorie is choosing.
I can never roll tough again. I
I also need to know, though, from Boogie, how. Give me another roll to see how if you have found it. And I think it's a think now, because I think now you are looking for a thing.
Can I be guided by Stoner?
Sure, yeah. Always guided by Stoner.
Oh no! Come back.
Whoa.
A 3 and 2 5s.
Okay. You see it. It's the most beautiful thing you've ever seen. I need you to see if my other two friends have seen it. Give me a think.
I got a 6.
Okay.
4.
Okay. So you both see it. The complication for Aloysius is that it is truly that moth to a flame situation where your brain sort of shuts off a little bit. And you forget that you're trying to get it before other people, and you're just like, pretty. A little bit of that. But, I don't know what, maybe the dip in the stream-turned river, really did some good stuff for Seneca's brain. Because you are sharp as a tack, and you see it, and you are able to pull ahead of Boogie. It is now a race between the three of you. We have Seneca in the lead, and then Boogie, and then Aloysius, who is just mesmerized. Yes.
I would like to slow Seneca down. By saying, "Get her, Stoner."
Throwing your rock at her.
I'm throwing my rock at her head.
Oh my.
I hope Stoner's 6 to me and he's my new best friend now.
We're gonna find out. All right. Well, this feels like a scheme because you're not using your Mothman body to scare.
To throw?
You're gonna throw with your wing instead of your arms?
I mean, whatever's gonna have the chance to knock them down.
Well,
I was going for Bryan.
Seneca is she they, so her is
yeah, hers totally good. Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah. However, I don't think this is a terror because you're not trying to scare her. You're trying to.
No, it's a tough. That's what I was going for.
Oh, tough. You can do tough.
Okay.
Because you're throwing.
Is there some sort of check that I need to make? She said it out loud, so it's not like it's a surprise.
Yeah, we'll get there. Let me see what she does first.
Oh, I am hoping you miss horribly because I probably have to roll tough, but
1, 3, 1.
Oh, there we
Worst
go.
roll of the game.
Okay.
It's when I tried to use PvP.
So I think we've all learned a very strong lesson here. So you throw Stoner, and here's what I think happens for you, Boogie, is that you have like a crisis because you let go of Stoner. And, Stoner's been talking to you this whole time, right? Like you have been a dialogue with Stoner. And Stoner, in your brain, looks at you in a very disapproving manner and says, how could you turn on your friends this way? And diverts himself so he does not hit Seneca.
But the pretty shiny lamp.
Stoner is no longer talking.
Getting the silent treatment from a rock.
Stoner
I
is
take back
quite
everything I
literally
said.
gray rocking you right now.
How could you be so cruel, Sarah?
You threw a rock at your friend's head. This feels like an accurate portrayal of what should happen.
Oh, God. This is fun.
All right. So now I need to know what is going to happen with... I gotta check in with Aloysius. What's going on with you, bud?
I mean, slow and steady is going to win this race. Apparently, I'm not getting in the way of my fellows that are squabbling down below. I'm just heading
All right.
directly to the prize.
That didn't work well for me last time.
Do you think this is a think or a tough? I know that you're going to want to choose tough.
I would love for it to be tough, but this doesn't seem very difficult for me. So I think it is think, and probably with my wings.
Yeah. Yep.
Since I'm flapping it.
With the little like.
I want to see some sharks. No sharks, but a 4.
A 4. With a complication. Know what that means? Still mesmerized.
Slow and steady.
Just going for it. Making good progress, but still like so pretty. This is that scene from A Bug's Life. It's just so beautiful. Just very slowly. Yeah. Hopefully touching it won't zap you. We don't know yet. No one's
We have no
touched
idea
it
what
yet.
the lantern actually is.
All right. Seneca, you have evaded just by being you. Nothing happened.
Wonderful.
Stoner got in a fight.
Seneca in this moment feels slightly bad for the things that they said about Stoner in the field about being a rock.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not being sure if they were smart enough. I am just gunning it, really. Like, she's greedy and doesn't know better, and no thought about like this lantern could do something bad. None.
Okay.
Absolutely. So just shotgunning.
With the way that you're going, though, is this a shortest path, which would be tough, or is this a weaving to get around so that you're not picking up as many moths?
I think it's probably weaving. I think that she at this point doesn't think necessarily that people will catch her if Stoner didn't hit her.
Got it.
Is it smart of her to think that? Probably not, but
No.
she'll take the tactical route to get to it.
All right.
And then can I use greedy?
Absolutely. It is fueling what you are doing right now.
It is. All she wants. I got a 6. Oh, I did get a 6.
Got a 6. We got a shark. Straight weirdly, there's sharks in the river. What
There
kind of
are.
river is this? It was just a stream. Now it is a shark
Stream
infested.
That was a
river
shark-infested
term,
river.
Saltwater
River.
inlet.
So I don't know what happened. You, with that roll, you reach the lamp, the great lamp of Point Pleasant. It is just a lantern that you can pick up. So you have it now. And when you pick it up, all of the moths fall to the ground, including our Mothmen. Everybody crashes down. And you're sort of like they're taken out of their like mesmerization from this item, and they the small moths, the regular like swarm of moths, they start dispersing, and you are left, the four of you, Boogie and Aloysius and Stoner, looking up at you.
I was doing math in my head. I was like,
who is here?
Very clearly a very important part of your party. Stoner. And you now have the opportunity, Seneca, to share this with your team, because it's what you've all been searching for together for months.
In this moment, I decide Seneca's moral compass and whether she is a good person. That's unfortunate. Okay, now here's my question. Can I share partially? Like, can I share with some and not with others? That's my question.
You can do whatever you want. You have the Great Lamp of Point Pleasant.
I think what she would do, because she's maybe slightly a bad person, she's extremely greedy.
Got it.
Is that she would share with Aloysius because they got her out of the river.
Mm.
And if she had not gotten out of the river, there would be no lantern in her hand right now. I would also like to share with Stoner, because Stoner avoided hitting me. I think that's only fair.
I do want to make it really, really clear that Stoner is just a rock. He has no sentience at all. Just a really cool looking rock.
Okay, she goes and picks him up anyway.
But for y'all.
And now we know the real reason why Boogie is sad is because people are choosing a rock.
Oh,
Stoner is back to being
tried to throw a rock at me and left us to be a tree s'more.
That's true.
My fault.
Boogie made some really suspect choices in this party.
1000%.
Yeah. So I am going to say that this was So You Want to Be a Mothman. This is we have done it. We've made it through.
What a cute game.
It is
I love
really
it.
set up wonderfully for Boogie to try to get its revenge. Were we to play this again, Boogie would clearly be coming after the two of you. The three of you.
The three. I picked up
Stoner and the Great Lamp of Point Pleasant.
True.
Out of your.
True.
Also,
That's
we don't know what the Great Lamp of Point Pleasant does. And I'm going to say post-credit scene is that you wake up in the middle of the night and you have had a vision. And so this lamp, when you have touched it, gives you visions of the future.
Ooh.
And the vision that you see is Boogie surrounded by fire.
Ooh. Interesting.
It is the fire of my rage.
It might be.
So
or it might be because you accidentally set something on fire. We don't know. We don't know.
You know.
So you want to be a Mothman too, Electric Boogie-Loo.
That's the one.
That's it.
It's an electrical fire.
You did this, Rem.
It's very frustrating to me how much I both like you and resent you.
Honestly, very fair of you.
Let's do our moments of gratitude. We've gotten through our shenanigans. What did you love that a fellow role player did, or like was clutch? I don't know. Or maybe you really didn't like it, but it was good for the story. that counts too.
I absolutely adored that Rem had Boogie just leave us.
Yes.
Just
gone.
literally like the This is my opportunity. Peace.
Bye.
I love it.
It was that turning point in the game where it's like it's now versus, and I got what I deserved.
I gotta tell you, it really felt like Boogie was Gollum. Talking to, and you two were the filthy little hobbitses, and Boogie was like talking to
her precious.
It's precious, which was a rock, and like it just
good.
That's what happened. That's truth.
The eating the little moths and it being a Popeye situation.
Yeah,
so good. You being like, my family just eats little moths, and it's like, is this okay? Like, is this okay?
Should we be worried?
No.
Yeah, I wondered how the two of you felt about that. Like, how was it? Like, just in there eating a bunch of moths. What's that all about?
Honestly, why not?
I mean, I guess there are birds that eat other birds. You know, like owls eat small birds, and
I was fine with it until I heard Sarah start to describe the flavor and texture.
Yeah, was that too much?
Was no longer okay.
Were we crossing into a? I like to be descriptive. You know, if we. I want the folks at home to have a really like visceral picture.
Full sensory experience.
You went so far in the break to go make a s'more.
Yeah,
you did.
They were delicious.
I am jealous.
Yeah, there no shotguns in my s'mores, as it turns out.
I think my moment of gratitude really was though the stickiness and like I imagine the avalanche, the small snowball that builds into a bigger snowball.
Yeah,
was all of us rolling around.
Yeah.
And then getting stuck to the tree. The s'more metaphor was just, I think, that was.
I think my moment of gratitude is for Mallorie's dice. For just really giving me so much to work with.
Yeah. I don't know what I've done. I'm retiring these D6s. They will never roll again.
I refuse to roll any D6s from now on. I'm not doing it.
Never. If it's associated with the word tough, I will not be making that roll. Does not matter the system. Doesn't matter the game. I will not be rolling that.
We're cutting it out. No more tough.
No more.
That adjective is done.
Yep. It's finished.
I'd like to thank Stoner for guiding us through this campaign.
If there was a credit roll at the end of this, there would be a thing that says, no pet rocks were hurt in the making of this
for
game.
Sure.
But
Only
lots of moths were.
So many moths were. So many moths. Whoops. Just sorry if you're big into insects. Ooh.
I super am, so that makes it okay.
Right. Okay. Great. I like that you were the one that's big into insects, and you were like, "I'm gonna eat them." Like,
I'm gonna eat every moth.
Yeah. How many moths can I eat? Let me make a roll.
I imagined that whole like mummy a mouth open.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Gross.
Cool. I'm allowed to be gross in here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect.
I support you. Mostly. How about we go around the table? We tell everybody where we can be found and what we got coming up. As we remember that it is Friday, June 2nd. Time works differently on Sarah's table.
It does.
So, Mallorie, where can we find you on the internet? And what you got going on?
Yeah. So I'm Mallorie, but you can find me all over the internet at Moxie Blue, MOXXIEBLUE. I co-founded Homebrews and Homebodies. Right now on Monday is part 1 of our finale of Muppet Born. It is our We All Play Muppets campaign. We thought we were looking for Jim Henson. It turns out that Mickey Mouse has bought our studio and has Thanos it. And now us as puppeteers, which we don't have character sheets until now, and our Muppets now work together to fight in the finale. So Mallorie is a level 2 of something. I haven't made the sheet yet.
Mhm.
And Dixie, my Muppet, is Dixie Mae Merriweather. She's a cow druid. She's a level 6 Circle of Dreams, and we're gonna go fight together on Monday. And during that show, we are going to announce the next game that we're doing and do the cast announcement and the trailer and all that. And I'm very excited. The one part we have said is I'm back in the GM seat, and I'm very happy about it.
Oh, cool.
So ready. Wednesdays we play Root. We started a government coup, sort of on accident, but also sort of not on accident. On Tuesdays, except for the first week of the month, so this week will be off, but we'll come back next week. I play Everin on Dragonlance, and she is a destruction domain druid, or destruction domain cleric. I know what I play, I swear. And it's
okay. You've eaten too many moths today, and it gets in your brain.
I was in a river for so long. I was a part of a tree s'more. It's been a hard day. But yeah, a destruction domain cleric, and it's a lot of fun over there. And I also play on a game of Stars and Garters, which is a Thirsty Sword Lesbians campaign that runs once a month over on Femme Gamer Party. And I write and I produce. Just go look at Twitter. I have too many things. I don't want to bog people down.
Go find things.
Yeah, just go look at Twitter. I promise. It's got a thing to my website, and my website has everything. There you go.
Bryan.
I am at Bryan CP Steele on pretty much everything, with the exception of TikTok. I am the professional nerd, which refers to my YouTube show on Fridays is Tales from a Professional Nerd. And you can find me digitally pretty much anywhere all the time. But right now, I think, especially since this is June 2nd.
It absolutely
my
is.
lights keep flickering.
All day.
It's not me, right? You guys see that too.
It's a moth situation. You've been Mothman.
Put it in the chat. I want to know what the hell's going on.
Someone help me.
make sure that I'm not losing my brain.
Well,
but yeah, since today is June 2nd, wink. I think we've got about 5 more days left of our legendary bundle at Kickstarter for Kong Skull Island and Pacific Rim Dominion of Iron role-playing games. Woo! So I would appreciate for you role-playing fans to go check that out. That would make me very personally happy.
In Kong Island, can you play Kong?
So you are not playing as Kong. However, there are cinematic actions that you get to take to help create the story Kong related.
I want to play a dinosaur. Can I play a dinosaur?
Can you play a dinosaur?
Yeah, there are dinosaurs on Kong Island. Are there not in yours?
There are. Yeah, no, because we actually have the film license.
Great.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could play a dinosaur if you wanted to.
That sounds very much like it's a no. It's a no, Sarah.
You know what? It is up to your game master to help create the dinosaur that you want to play. Yeah.
Good. Great.
And in Pacific Rim, you play the Jaeger pilots. You actually either play you and another player work together like you do in the movie.
Drift compatible.
There's rules for the drift.
Love it.
Unless you're feeling super froggy and you want to play, there is one special class that is you play as twins.
Oh,
so
cool.
You actually play both people as one character.
Love it.
Yeah.
Great. All right. Well, we'll go find that.
Yeah.
And then I will convince my game master that I should be able to play a dinosaur in Pacific Rim so that I can be drifting. Maybe I'll be twin dinosaurs.
Drifting double dinosaur.
Yeah.
All right. Double Driftosaurus.
I don't see a problem with it.
Not at all.
Rem, what's up?
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Okay, so 2 lives here. So in my Catalyst Game Labs life, we have Overlords in Training on Kickstarter right now for Catalyst Board Game Division. It is a fast-paced card game where you attack each other, but also conserve enough resources to stand up to the ultimate boss, Mike. And just Mike.
The scariest of names, I guess.
Yes. And I really am in love with this game. I've gotten to play it, and it is... Randall Bills is huge in BattleTech as a developer and writer and everything like that. This is his youngest son's first game that they built together. And it's basically how his son survived high school. It's the designer's first game. And he's got developmental disabilities. So it's supporting diverse neurodivergent creators. So I really love this game. It's live now on Kickstarter, still needs to reach the funding goal. So please help that out. And then at the end of this month, yes, because it is June 2nd, we are launching Parachute Panda, which is an adorable game. It's a board game where pandas are skydiving and trying not to be eaten by hungry alligators below. And the way you win is by being the last to land, because hopefully all the alligators will be full on your friends. So it's a really cute game. So you should check that out as well. And then for Rem Alternis Life, we actually just this week ended Shadowrun 5th edition Chicago Missions. We played through every single season of Chicago Missions. The finale was on Tuesday of this week. And that was a 2-year campaign. So it's really cool to see that on stream come to an end. All the episodes are posted on the Shadowcasters Network on YouTube. We've got a big lineup of games that you can watch almost every day of the week, and we're looking for new ones. So if there's a campaign you'd like to run, come run it with us. We'll do your production and help you get a cast and everything like that. And we'd love to have new faces on stream. So come do the thing.
We love it. Hi, I'm Sarah Moore. You can find me on Facebook at Actor Sarah Moore, or on any other platform at Pixies and Pins. My website is pixiesandpins.com. You can find me here every Friday night on Sarah's Table at twitch.tv/GenConTV, and it's at 5 p.m. Pacific. I would like to thank Gen Con for giving me this platform so that I am able to shine a light on some games that don't get a lot of buzz about them. I would like to thank LeafRock for making So You Want to Be a Mothman. It was a super fun treat to play this game. I would like to thank Marcus Mize, who is our tech over at Gen Con TV, who is keeping things running smoothly. I would like to thank my partner, Jeff Moore, who is my editor and also attempts his very hardest to keep me a sane person in my life. I would like to thank Peter Atkinson for trusting me to program all of this weirdness that happens here on this show. I'm not sure exactly what we are going to be playing next week. Maybe it'll be even a surprise for me. I don't know. But I do have coming up, I have a 3-episode horror arc that I have been challenged to run, because that is not really my brand. And so I've been challenged to run a 3-episode horror arc. We're hoping to have that on soon.
Cool.
I also, we just finished the final draft of The Crowned. It is with our editor currently. And so I will have another arc of that coming up fairly soon, as well as The Vanishing Lands, which is written by my partner, Jeff Moore. And we are getting ready to, we're hoping, and I'm going to say it on the internet, so now it has to be real, that we are going to have it able to be purchased by Gen Con of this year. There's actually a couple of Gen Con, like, go and run with the creator. Jeff is running 2 separate sessions of it, and we will have it ready so that should everybody love that you can leave that table and purchase it immediately. And so as soon as it is ready, we will absolutely run another session or 2 here on Sarah's Table. And y'all at home, if you are game designers and you have written a game and you would like to see it played by a group of weirdos, really, you should get in touch with me on any of the platforms that I'm on, Pixies and Pins, and like, let me know. I would love to have your stuff on it. And this is not a thing where, like, these are not paid sponsorships. I find games that I think are dope, and then I bring them on the show and we have a good time doing it. So
Also games that are dopey.
Also games that are dopey. Yeah, I don't know if you've noticed what my brand is. But it's we got the joyful gaming going. We got the shenanigans. We're here for the laughs. Not that we can't do more serious stuff, but I figure there's enough trauma and edginess in the world. I don't need that so much. Come here, set your stuff down, enjoy yourself, fall in a river, become a s'mores. It's going to be great. It all happen. I guess I will see you next week. So, as always, keep making art and keep being art. We'll see you next time. Mwah.